What's going on, GT? Welcome to TLG-GT Live. It's another great Tuesday. I'm SVP Aaron Guetterman, and welcome to the show. Welcome to the call. Welcome to the team association where we motivate, educate, edify, and team associate. And 2 weeks in, just about 2 weeks into June, it's a great time for a reflection of your personal business. You know, whether it be your agency or your personal production, running into mid-month is always a great time to check up and figure out if you are on track to the goals that you set at the beginning of the month. I mean, what are goals if they're not meant to be run through, right? We put them on paper, but are we backing it up with the allocation of effort? That's really what it boils down to. So we've got mid-month hitting, I believe this Friday, you know, whether it be top 10, top 15, where are you going to stand on that mid-month leaderboard? Will you be proud of where you stand? Did you even make it to the mid-month leaderboard? You know, we've been talking since the beginning of the month about 1 to 5 apps by the 5th, 2 to 10 apps by the 10th. We're rolling 3 to 20 apps by the 20th. If you're still stuck at 0, it's time for a checkup from the neck up. You've got to figure out what it is that you're doing wrong. You ain't doing it right. If you're not writing applications, you are not doing it right. You've got to figure out what you're doing wrong in order to step up and move out. So if you are not where you want to be, you're probably not putting in the focus and effort it takes to get there. Whatever that goal is, if you're not halfway there yet, you're not doing what it takes to get to it. If you're putting in the work and focus, you've got to give yourself time to develop. Self-examination is a key element of success. Ask for a checkup from your upline. Ask to review your business. Are you tracking your lead purchases, your dials, your contacts, your sets? Take criticism because adjustments are critical. Yeah, it's important to elevate and step up your game or forever be stuck where you always are. Duplicate those who are where you would like to be. Guys, pick someone out. Pick one of the top leaders out and chase them down. You know, find out what they're doing. It's a great time to ask questions when you're on the 30K mindset call. Find out what they're doing and then duplicate their actions. And I promise you, through that focused effort, your skill level is going to continue to rise up. And if you are not willing to do what they're doing, well, I can't help that. You're not going to achieve what they're achieving. Take inventory of your business. Focus on the income producing activities, the IPAs. You've got to put your time into the business. Are you doing the 8 steps? Are you investing in leads weekly? You know, a big mistake we see, team, is investing that $150 for 1 week and then, you know, wrapping it out all month of $150 investment and thinking that you're going to go write $10,000, $15,000 annual premium. That is not the way it works. We do teach when you come on board. Step 1 is writing a personal app. That's step 1 of the 8 steps. Write a personal app and take care of yourself. Take care of your loved ones. You know, warm market, whether it be social media posts or calling your friends and family and making sure they have insurance as well. You know, being the walking billboard for what we do. And then, you know, obviously we work lead systems. That's what creates the consistency in the industry, our lead systems. What are you doing on a daily basis as far as dialing an activity? You know, we put out there $50 to $100 a day, but truthfully, it should be dial until. You know, if your goal is to set 3 to 4 appointments a day, then you've got to dial until you get 3 to 4 a day. If you've got allocated time, ooh, this is going to hurt. If you've got allocated time, figure out where that time is going. Team, we've had Van Barnett attorneys, right, that have stop being an attorney to do what we do. We have area district managers like Mark Spear making well over 6 figures, close to multiple 6 figures. Stop doing what they're doing to do what we do. We have Diane Crump, who just had her last day at school, to stop doing what she was doing to do what we do. Now, I don't know what it is that you do, but I think that If you don't see the value and the opportunity at what we have here to make 6 figures, multiple 6 figures, all the way up to building a business of 7 figures plus, then you need another checkup from the neck up. I don't know what you're so stuck on and putting all your time into, but this business has offered many, including me, the opportunity to flourish like I've never flourished before. That's what TLG is all about. What are you doing daily? Are you sending out text blasts daily? Project Broadcast, Zippo. We tell you guys, like, everything matters or nothing matters at all. Are you setting your 10 plus weekly appointments? Are you plugging into every single training call? Are you asking questions on a daily basis? Those are the adjustments, the try, fail, adjust that we talk about. Are you reading? I know for a fact some of y'all aren't reading. Some of y'all have gotten pretty far where you stand, as far as not reading. But if you want to take it to the next level, reading eliminates frustration. It eliminates fear. It eliminates anxiety. It eliminates idle minds. And idle minds are the devil's playground, y'all. So understanding that reading is so vital to your success, whether it be 15 to 30 minutes a day. I'd rather it be 30. Do 15 in the morning, 15 in the evening. And you'll start getting through at least a book a month. And you will start to see a massive change in your mindset and your ability to forward think and problem solve and start to eliminate some of those fears and personal failures that you can't get over. They'll start to feel like small problems. Now, I know that some of these small problems are taking you off of your big dreams. Now, ain't that jacked up? Why is it that a small problem can derail you from your big goals and big dreams? I don't think you have a big enough why. You don't have a big enough reason. If you can't eliminate the anxieties, the fears, the doubts, your reason, your why is not big enough. Our why should be so big that the problems that come to head look so small. There shouldn't be problems so big that it takes you off the path to your success. Are you communicating for adjustments? See, this is actually step 8, maintaining a positive mental attitude and staying in top communication with your growing upline. That's the try, fail, adjust cycle. You should be calling us before your dials, during your dials, after your dials, before your sets, during your sets, after your sets. Before you do anything for the first time, you should be calling and talking to us. We want to help you adjust through the process. We can't give you all the information that's available because we will information overload you, but we will take you step by step through the entire process. Now, sometimes some people are at a much faster pace. Some people are taking longer and wider steps. But if you're not calling us regardless, there are no Lone Rangers that succeed in this business. Not one. Haven't seen one for 12 years. You won't be the first. So ensure that you're calling us, ensure that you're talking to us, ensure that you're getting your adjustments. And I promise you, you'll start to take your business to the next level. Leadership contest is in play. So for those of you that are leveling up and stepping up your business, what is it? June, July, August, knock down diamond $40,000 production. Some of you are like, that's a big goal. Yup. Better move, better get going, or regional manager production. Oh, that's a bigger goal. Really? 12 to 15 people moving in this business, just 12 to 15. I guarantee you some of y'all know hundreds of people. 12 to 15 people moving in this business and attacking $100,000 a month. Come on, like really $8,500 per agent. You're going to have agents that do 20, 30, 40. Heck, you could have agents or yourself do half of that production. Y'all keep sharing what we do here. This is an opportunity like no other. Y'all share this opportunity and go after a regional manager with 12 to 15 agents. The override on that is $50,000, $60,000 a year. Why not do it? So y'all knock out the leadership contest. I would love to see all of you in Beaufort, North Carolina. We're going to have a great time, a great weekend before an event coming up. Workshop on the 17th. If you haven't registered for the workshop on the 17th, register right now. Register today. Happening on Saturday morning, 9 a.m. Eastern, going to about 12 o'clock. If you didn't attend a live event, we were in North Carolina, Florida, Maine, Tennessee. If you didn't attend one of those live events, this is your shot to get Tier 1 certified. You should be in attendance. Plan the time and just hop on for a few hours with us, and we'll get you taken care of to make sure that you are certified in Tier 1 to get moving. But you got to register. We need you registered. All right. Also, we have a new program that's going to hit. It's not a formal announcement yet, but I'll be mentoring 10 individuals, mentoring 10 people who are unpinned, who haven't hit that $10,000 silver mark yet. We're going to be working together. There's going to be a registration. There's going to be a selection. It's not for everyone. It's for the right ones who are ready to listen, work, associate, and communicate at my pace, not your pace. Because I'm going to teach you how to get to where you need to go with no excuses. There'll be a formal announcement. There'll be a registration. We're most likely going to start July 1st, and it's going to be game on from there. So I'm excited for that. Let's rock and roll, man. Let's do this. Top 10 week 1 GT. Number 10, Ruben Rodriguez, 2 apps, 2004-23. Number 9, Walt Blas, my man Walt, 2 apps, 3,407. Number 8, Brandon Brown, 2 apps, 3,609. Number 7, Mark Spear, 3 apps, 3,658. Number 6, Stephanie Gargak, what's up, cuz? 3 apps, 4,486. Number 5, top 5, y'all. Nelson Alvarez, 5 apps, 4,572. Number 4, Kim Glass, 3 apps, $5,349. Kim is a beast. Number 3, Van Barnett, rolling with me since 2016, making well over what he made as an attorney. And some of y'all still playing around with these little gigs. Y'all crazy. 4 apps, $6,373. Number 2, Jonathan Price, JP, 4 apps, $6,657. And number 1, killing it, Miss Claudia McDonald, 7 applications, $8,462. What you gonna do? What y'all gonna do? We've got Claudia out here crushing a week over $8,000. And some of y'all just watching her doing it. It's time. It's time for y'all to step up. It's time for y'all to play the game. Come roll with us. It's time to break out new pins every single month. 5+ new pins every single month. It's time for you to elevate. Y'all stick around for the top 5. Take some notes. Put it on repeat. Put it on replay. Go back. You guys can go back through all of our YouTube videos. You know, we have the YouTube channel. Every one of these shows are recorded on there. We also have Facebook. Every one of these shows are recorded on there. We have Lakes Wednesday winners. Every one of those shows are recorded on there. Y'all plug in, stay engaged, elevate your game, and come play at the top with us. You deserve it. Stick around for the top 5.
Good afternoon, team. I'm VP Nelson Alvarez, Director Aaron Guetterman, who's Director Art Leeser. I made it into the top 5 again this week. I'm number 5. I did it with 5 applications totaling just under 5,000, 4,572. Every one of us knows that on average, each application is about $1,000 in annual premium. So if you want to get into the top 5 and you know what everyone's averaging, now you have a target to hit. So what I want to talk to you is something I overcame last week, and it was interesting. What helped me was my product knowledge, offering to do a policy review, and knowing my phone script. I added a line to my normal objection handling because I noticed something on the application, when on the responder sheet, our lead. I noticed that the guy was a smoker. So I just asked the simple question, hey, when you got that other coverage, did they give you the new kind or did you get the old kind? And so I got the new kind. Great. Do you happen to remember the name of the company that you were working with? And he said, Mutual of Omaha. I said, oh, that's one of the carriers I use. It's an excellent company. I would have chosen that one for you, but actually, I would have chosen another one first. Sir, you're a smoker, I noticed on your sheet. You listed that. I would have gone with a different carrier in this case because I can get you a non-smoker's rate. Were you aware that with one of my other carriers, not only could I have saved you money, added value, but I could have listed you as a smoker but still qualified for a non-smoker's rate. I noticed you listed that you vape. Now see guys, what that does, I didn't disclose the name of the company in case he didn't want to sit with me for a policy review, but I did let him know there was a possibility he didn't get the best coverage, and working with a field underwriter like me might give him that. See, you have to be confident, and to be confident, you have to have a lot of repetition. That repetition will make you better. And by knowing your products, knowing what they offer, now you again enhance your confidence. So when you say to the client, that's an excellent product, as one of the carriers I use, I just would have chosen to have gone differently for you. We like to tailor our policies to the client needs. Sir, if you don't mind, why don't we get together? I can share with you how I would have approached your need, and you can let me know if this would have been a better situation for you. We can either save you money, add value, or perhaps both. So I just wanted to share with you, knowing your products, knowing your objection handling, and being able to offer them with confidence all come with the TLG system. So work hard, work to your best ability, work with your upline, and use the workplace system. I tell you, it doesn't get any better than that. So with that, I'll turn it over to the top 4 coming at you right now. See you all at the top.
Good afternoon. My name is Kim Glass, and I am in Wilmington, North Carolina. Number 2 for the week, $7,655 in submitted annual premium last week, and 4 apps. I am direct to Ralph Fiore, direct to Aaron Guetterman, and direct to Art Leeser. And look, this week, so I leveled up some. I bought more leads. The first thing I did to help with my success was invest more because I wanted to generate more AP. My monthly goal, I'm trying to hit that. So in order to do that, I'm following my upline's advice. He said to up it up, and that's what I'm doing. And also, I added on a second live transfer. So I now have data lot. I have AWL. I'm doing game time and TLG age league still. So I still get a lot with those. And warm market people, you've got to be that walking billboard. Keep up that talk with your friends and family and make your list and reach out to them. They need to know what you're doing. You're doing them a disservice if you do not. You need to do it. So part of my $3,160 of my weekly AP came from me posting a Facebook video, running into someone I haven't seen in a while at the grocery store, and I set up a basically a teleconference with him and closed it. So it can be just that simple sometimes. You guys, if you're struggling just to write one app or just to hit your goals, you need to be putting some stuff on some social media. It is for free. You can place ads too and spend some money, but do that. You're really missing out if you don't. I have really leveled up to this week some with my live transfers. I had 5, I closed 3, and 2 of which I set appointments with that they didn't show up for. I used Danielle Leifert's tie down method too. Those just haven't come through. Maybe both of them had something happen. Who knows? But I'm going to keep on them. But also, I started reading a book that Nelson recommended, which I highly do recommend this one. I don't think it's on the list yet. I think Aaron said he's going to put it on there. This will help you a lot with the finesse and how to ask questions and wait for them to answer. Just it's a great book. So that helped me a lot too. But I'm just doing all the things that we're taught, you guys. I reach out to my upline daily. I communicate daily. I am constantly in contact. I call after I have a question. I mean, anytime I have a question, but also post that up in your upline chats when you're just starting out. Because like me, I'm just getting. I had 2 agents start, got onboarded at the end of January, and 2 more this month so far. So I am still trying to make adjustments to my schedule and learn that and be the best I can be for myself and but also now my team. And I am constantly plugging into these calls and training sessions that we have. I learn something every time. I'm learning daily. I'm applying daily. I'm coachable. I associate and I'm doing all the 8 steps, and you all, if you do them, I promise you that you will excel and get there too. Now, one obstacle, I'll be real quick. Transamerica has kind of a tricky application. Go into workplace and look for Jarrett Lyford. So just put in Transamerica application, and you'll see Jarrett Lyford posted up how to do it. You guys know how to do that because I kind of ran into a little bit of an obstacle with an older person, having a real hard time with that. So that really would help if you know that ahead of time, that could be something. So I overcame that, and also I listened to live transfer recordings of myself this week. So turns out I say a whole lot. I want to improve constantly, so I am always trying to do the best I can in improving my presentation. I am also slowing down a lot in my presentation and talking with clients, doing the Jared Lyford style. So anyway, I I can't really give you any more advice right now. If you guys just follow those 8 steps and you are leveling up, buy leads, invest in work them, and just get at it, y'all. And I'll see you here very soon. All right. Take care. I hope this helps somebody, and have a great rest of your day.
GT, hey, Van Barnett. I am direct to Aaron Guetterman, who's direct to Art Laser. I almost said I had 4,000 applications. I had 4 applications for 6,000 and change. Here's the situation. I have dealt with this a million times in 8 years, but sometimes I don't do it as well as others. And this week I did a really good job, I think. I was able to get people to understand the need for the same amount of coverage on each spouse. And the situation was one spouse made a lot more money. So how did I do that? Okay, so Rick is making a little over 100. Sylvia is making somewhere in the neighborhood of 40. So Sylvia filled out the paperwork. I talked to her on the phone to set the appointment. She told me over the phone she knew she needed something on Rick. She didn't think they needed anything on her. So there you go. They're going in going, we're going to buy maybe one policy, maybe. So here's what you do. You say, Rick, what happens if Sylvia lives through a cancer scare or a disabling injury? She doesn't pass away. What happens to your financial picture? You have health insurance through your job on Sylvia, but you don't have these living benefits that you just discussed with me through any other mechanism. And it's like, yeah. So instead of, now she's not making $48,000 because she's not working, she's disabled, and you've incurred additional expenses because of her situation that aren't covered by health insurance. All of a sudden, now that $90,000 or $100,000 salary you have has a big hole cut into it, right? So what I did is I was able to get them to understand that they both needed it, the living benefits. Then I turned to Sylvia, though, and say, Sylvia, if Rick is no longer here, you're going to get a check for $300,000. But if you don't have these living benefits, that $300,000 check might be eaten up in the event that you do have cancer, heart attack, stroke, or disabling injury or something like that. So I'm getting them to understand that even though she makes less money, she probably needs the same amount of coverage or something close. So they each did $300,000 in this case. Sometimes they'll compromise and they'll do $300 on one person and $100 on the other, or $200. The point is, I'm building up a discussion that they're having with each other so that they take some action on each person. In this case, they happen to do $300,000 each, which means I did my job pretty well. All right. A little fun for you. So every day, this guy looks at me. Wouldn't that make you work a little harder? You know, he's assistant to the regional manager. He's important. All right. You guys have a good week.
Hey guys, JP coming at you from Pennsylvania with my most favorite people in the world. Give me a fist pump. What's up?
Hey, Daddy.
Give me one. All right. Guys, this week, number 2, 6,665 in annual premium. And for me this week, it was more about getting directly back to my mindset and saying, I choose that I am better than my past performance. I've had a pretty interesting personal life over the past 18 months, and I've chosen to out-earn my problems and to out-earn those things. Let me ask you a question. why can't you do 6, 7, 8,000 in a week? So if I said to you, you can do 8, 9, 10,000 in a week, I know you can do it. The first thing that comes to your mind is it doubt? If it's a little bit of doubt, that's the mindset you need to attack. That was my aha moment. And I want to thank Jared and Danielle for obviously being there for me and walking with me through a lot of the things I've been going through. Very awesome to have a support team like that. Just remember that you can always do better than you did yesterday. And one thing that Lake said, just do a little bit better each day. Don't look at the end goal and be like, oh, I really want to be there. Just do a little better, a little better, a little better, a little better, a little better. And then all of a sudden, if you enjoy the process, your joy and purpose in the process, you'll be in the same category as Nelson Alvarez, same category as Mark Spear, Josh Harris. Now, when I just said that, you went, oh, I don't really, that's what you got to work on. There's some great books out there. Go to your upline. If you change this, then what happens is you change everything, not just your financial future. You know, we here don't just care about how much money you're making. We care about the quality of your life, and your mindset matters, my friends. So this past week, I spent a good amount of time working on my mindset, getting back to basics. So I had 4 applications. Those 4 applications was from one game time order, and it was $750, and I've already written 6,665, and I haven't even been able to contact 18 of them yet. 18 are still out there. So this is going to be great. I want to encourage all of you, the very moment somebody says something that feels like, can I actually do that? Or somebody says, man, you're amazing. I know you can do this. I know you can do this. And that one thing that in your mind that could be present with that moment, where in your mind it goes, can I really? I don't think that's what you attack right there. Get a little better, get a little better and a little better. So I want to encourage you all to do that. I hope your life is beautiful, and I want to see all of you on the leaderboard, okay? And by the way, just shout out to my team, Natalie, Brittany, you guys, Dana, awesome job watching you do it. See you later, guys.
Hey, this is Claudia McDonald, direct to Paul Spalla, direct to Mark Spear. This week I did 7 apps for a total of 8,642 AP. This week was all about consistency and putting in the work. I got a little bit of advice from a couple other people and kind of implemented it. That advice was based on, you know, when you're not really feeling up for a dial session, but you still need to get something done. So earlier this week, I wasn't up for a dial session. My head wasn't in the game. I just didn't want to do dials that day, but I made myself a promise based on this advice and said, I'm at least going to do some dials. So I set a minimum amount of dials that I need to do every single day that I work. And that kind of helps. So you can at least get through a little bit. You at least accomplish something. I also told myself, okay, if I don't want to do a fresh dial session, this is the time to do follow-ups and callbacks. This is the time to follow up with clients, follow up with people that needed me to call back at a different time, anything like that. I was able to kind of knock out, and it didn't completely drain me. But the key was consistency, keeping my schedule, and making sure that even in those dial session blocks that I white sheet out on my schedule, that I was still maintaining at least some type of work getting done. Even if it was just a little bit of admin that needed to get done, then that was still good. So that's what my consistency consisted of this week, so that I could knock out the applications that I needed to knock out. It's all about the work. If you just put it in, it's going to come to you. It's really simple, and everything works just like that.